First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Parkodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to the hopeful elect, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. To the Israelite foreigners scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, who may look like the heathen nations, and to the very few sisters that listen and learn, to you, Shalom. I'm the brother Yasharala with Great Millstone Chicago, and let me turn these notifications off. All right. Nothing in particular as far as the topic, more or less just going with the spirit. I've been meditating, and what's been going on lately is we've been seeing a lot happening. All right, we're seeing I think it was the Whole Foods in NY. People were going crazy because you had to be chipped to go inside. All right, and the people wasn't having it. All right, and then you had let's speak on that first. That's a way Esau is gonna use. He's gonna use that form to get the people to budge, to finally say, fine, let me take it, so they can go buy their groceries. Because it's only so long people can go without having food, and the ones with children as well. Because we just had the Day of Atonement, where you go 24 hours without eating, and we've done it. It's not our first rodeo. We've fasted before for 24 hours, so it's just like another day to us, but to these people out here in the world that eat all this fast food, and as soon as their stomach growls, they go and put a full course meal with dessert, appetizers, all of that. Their bodies aren't used to that. So when all hell breaks loose, when Esau implements that chip, and all the stores become chipped, where you gotta have it in order to buy their goods. I'll give it like 3 days. I'll give you Jake's. Who cares about the heathens? But for you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, I give you guys 3 days tops before you fold and let me go on ahead and get this chip. All right. And then, that's one way Esau's going to get people to take that chip. All right, starve them out. All grocery stores are only accepting the chip. These little mom and pop stores, in order for you to receive goods, you have to have chip implementation in your stores. All right. And I don't see Esau just using one way to get people to bend to his will. All right, that's one way. Another way is money. You want to use your money. You want access to money. You have to take this radio frequency identification device, this near field communication device. You have to take one. All right, and if you don't have it, then you can't have access to your money. And I think of the scripture, the love for money is the root of all evil. And then it says those that love it pierce themselves therewith, roughly paraphrasing. So, and how do you get the chip? You got to get pierced. All right, you get that needle put into your forehead or into your hand, and then what? They that delivers a device into your body. All right, so people love money more than they love their own family, their own selves. Money's everything to some of these people. So blocking access to your bank account, your accounts, your savings, all of that. And even for the ones who don't, I don't have a bank, man. I got all my shit. I got all my paper money, woo out the bam, pillowcase, savings account. Hey, guess what? That cash money ain't gonna be worth shit, because it's gonna be a new system. So you ain't gonna be able to do nothing with it. So Esau, he got multiple ways of getting the people to bend to his will to receive his mark. So when that day does come, just know that, hey, we're almost up out of here, because you go to Revelations, the 2nd chapter, it talks about he's going to cast some of us into prison, all right, to try us, all right, to tempt you to get the chip. Who knows what he's going to do in that prison? All right, who knows what type of technology he's finally going to reveal? Because the technology that we see today is some shit he had back like 5-6 years ago. Like all the new technology and the new gaming system and all of that. That shit was 10 years ago. They're just bringing it out now. All right, they've been had the technology. So the technology that they're hiding from us now, I could just imagine, speaking as a man, when he puts people inside of those FEMA camps, into those prisons, to try you for 10 days. And the scripture says, but be faithful unto death, and I'll give you a crown of life. So we have to be faithful, and no matter what he brings our way in those days. All right, for the ones who get, caught up, tossed into prison, me, myself speaking as a man, I see Esau using, your social media to see who's in your circle, to see who's your children, your family, your pictures you posted up. Hey, he very well could do some deep fake. He can make it where, hey, look, he's going to show you a video of a deep fake, but it's of your daughter. Yeah, we got her in the other room. If you want to see her, you got to take this chip. That's going to be the first one. Like, all right, I want to see my daughter. Then, boom, they budget full, whatever. Then he might turn it up. Be like, all right, since you don't want to take it, like, look, if you don't take it, we're gonna torture her. We're gonna put it in her, or we're gonna torture her. And then they're gonna show you a deep fake of the child crying out to you, Daddy, Mom, whatever it is. Like, I literally see Esau doing this shit, using his technology. All right, because what does 2 Thessalonians say? It says he's coming with all signs and lying wonders. All right, so who knows? But that's just me speaking as a man. When it comes to him tossing you into prison and you being tried, that's just me meditating on some shit that, like, man, he could really use this technology to trick a lot of people, all right, into taking this chip as well. Those deep fakes. Here it is. You got Will Smith in the Matrix movie. Same voice, same face, but it ain't Will Smith. It's a whole freaking computer CGI generated graphics, but it looks like him. They got this technology, so who knows what he's gonna do when he for those that he catches and puts into prison. But Revelations, the 3rd chapter, also says that he was going to keep us from the hour of temptation. All right, he was going to keep us from the hour of temptation, which would come upon the whole world. So for the ones who are sincere in his truth, he's going to keep us from that. And not only from it, but from taking it. We might get caught up, but he's going to keep us from that hour that we're like, no, where the guillotine at? Just go ahead and chop my head off, Excuse me. All right, and the punishment is what? Is that judgment by fire. All right? Think about it. What's going to be more profitable for you to say no and let Esau delete your ass, or to say yes, prolong your life for a short season, and then get destroyed by fire? All right, where it says, where the scriptures talk about dwelling in torments. All right, I'm gonna go with the best option. Hey, I'm not taking it. Yahweh willing, He keeps that spirit on me, no matter what Esau brings to the table. We got your mom in the other room. We're gonna torture her if you don't take it. Like, whatever the hell he comes at you with. It's better to fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai than to fear man. Alright? It's better to fear God than to fear man. What is that? Hebrews, the 10th chapter. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. Esau can only get so far when it comes to our spirit. He can only touch our flesh, but he can't do nothing to our spirit. Alright, so we gotta have our minds prepared for these things. We gotta have these scriptures already prepared in our minds, so when that day comes, don't fear he that can hurt the body but not the soul. Fear him that could hurt body and soul, roughly paraphrasing. We gotta have these scriptures in our minds to help us get through that battle. Like, what did Yahweh Shai do? When Satan came to him, what did Yahweh Shai do? When Satan came with him, hey, if you're the son of God, turn these stones into bread. What he told him, man, ain't nobody, you live off of, a man ain't gonna live off of bread alone, but every word that cometh out of the mouth of God. What he do? He quoted the scriptures. He took him to the mountaintops, like, hey, if you really the son of God, just go on ahead and jump off. The scriptures say the angels ain't gonna let your feet bash against the stone, which Satan wasn't lying. He was telling the truth, but he was breaking down the scriptures wrong. Because Yahweh Shai used the scripture, don't tempt the Lord, don't tempt Yahweh. Because he was quoting the scriptures, but he was breaking them down wrong. Yahweh Shai was basically countering his false interpretations of the scriptures, trying to get him to go off with the correct wisdom of the scriptures. Like, well, the scriptures say not to tempt the Lord, and then he's all like, bow down before me and I'm gonna give you all of this. He told him, no, you're supposed to worship Yahweh only. So just like Yahweh Shai in the wilderness, defeated Satan with the scriptures, all right, we got to do the same thing. All right, and that's just not during the time of Jacob's trouble. That's right now, using the scriptures, implementing the scriptures right now, using that wisdom right now. Not, oh, well, I'll do it later on and I'll start figuring out these scriptures later on. No. We're supposed to right now be wise as serpents, harmless as doves. All right, so we got to get it now. So when that day does come, we're mentally prepared for it. All right. Oh my God, man, people, bro, I swear, freaking dummy right here almost caused a whole accident. That's why we need patience. But here goes another one. But yeah, I really didn't have nothing, no topic, just through the spirit. And like how they say, just hit the button. Just hit the button, and the Lord will, the spirit will start dealing. So what we went into was to that mark coming up. Because what is he gonna do? He's gonna cause all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. All right. So with that, Yahweh Ratazah, this was edifying. Till next time, Shalom.